What is up, everyone? Welcome back to Addicted to Wax. My name is Matt. 1992 Upper Deck Baseball. Not really looking for anything other than a Ted Williams autograph. There are some rookies in this set, obviously. Pedro, Manny Ramirez, Kenny Lofton. So there are some players that, were very popular for me growing up. Value, not much. So this is kind of a one-trick pony, and we are looking for a auto insert of Ted Williams. Um, I know there are some gold hologram cards in here. I don't really know much about those. I honestly don't know uh, if they're worth that much, if what to look for exactly, but we'll figure it out together, and we'll hopefully see a Ted Williams autograph. It would be pretty cool if I got that. Went to the local card shop today, or yesterday actually, and hold on, let me get them real quick. And in addition to the 92 Upper Deck, I got a 91. Look for find the Nolan, and then I also got a 93 Select Jeter rookie. So those will be the next upcoming videos. Keep an eye out for those. Put those over there. All in all, the 3 boxes cost me after tax $180. I think I paid 30 for the 92. I think I paid 40 for the 91. I think I paid 70 for the Select. Still cheaper than a hobby box of pick your product at $350. So, opening packs is the name of the game. That's what we want to do. So, if I can find good deals to look for cards like the Williams or the Ryan or whoever else, then we'll do that for 30, $40 a pop. And it's more fun because I feel like hitting cards that you were chasing as a kid is the goal of this channel, at least for me. David West, Greg Myers. So I guess the hologram, when they say gold hologram, is this guy? Is gold? I guess. I guess that's silver. Not sure, but I'll figure it out. Ken Griffey Jr. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Pete O'Brien. I don't know who. I never heard of him. Carlos Baerga. Felix Fermin. Ben McDonald. Yep, Ben McDonald. That's cool. Who's that? Oh, it's a Cincinnati check. It's Rod Dibble. God. Brian Jordan. And Jeff Brantley. I wonder what the odds were for the Ted Williams. It's got to be astronomical. I mean, I'll check the back of one of these packs, which are a nightmare to open, even 33 years later. I remember this as a kid, and I got a bum thumbnail, and I can't even open them. Rick Honeycutt, Kenny Rogers, Andy Mota, Ernie Williams, Storm Davis, another checklist, Kevin Seitzer, Franklin Stubbs, Dave Gallagher, Dave Righetti, Mike Scioscia, Brian Williams, Donald Harris, and Rel Cormier. That one was easy. Tim Raines, Rob Moore, Todd Van Poppel. God, I collected all his cards. A's sticker. Mark McGuire. You know what? Let's get a couple stands up. I know some of you hate it. Sorry, not sorry. It's a cool McGuire picture. For the roids, for sure. Willie Wilson. Dave Anderson. Tom Henke. Darren Jackson. Storm Davis. Another checklist. Bo Jackson. Aaron Lewis. Luis Mercedes. And Jeff Facero. Get a little marking bow in the frame here. So I think they have to find the Nolan, they find the Williams, I think it's Joe Morgan, right? And with somebody else. I can't remember what the other one was. Chris Carpenter, Mike Stanton, Jose Melendez, Tino Martinez, Omar Vizquel, Dale Svem, Kurt Stillwell, Eric Young, a sticker of the Tigers, Mel Hall, Danny Tartable, greatest dance ever, Matt Williams, Ron Karkovice, Ryan Klesko, rookie, Chris George, and Bobby Witt. Wouldn't mind getting a Manny. I wouldn't mind sending that to get graded. I mean, it's probably like a $30 card graded. Glenn Davis, Tommy Green, Jack McDowell, Joe Bover, Mike McFarlane, Mike Maddox, Marlon sticker, Candy Maldonado, Jared Clark, George Bell, Ricky, Greg Gagne, Kenny Lofton. There we go. Kenny Lofton rookie. How's that look cut-wise? Looks all right. Is that a gold hollow? Not sure. And we end with Roberto Kelly and Kyle Abbott. I mean, come on. For $30, how can you beat this? You're opening up, what, 36 packs? Probably not going to get what I want, but I don't know. I did a short today also of Roberto Hernandez. Nope. A short of some hockey cards. I actually dove in. I bought some packs looking for a Bedard short print from Upper Deck Series 1. Bought a couple boxes way before I started the channel. Never found it. They had some extra cards, and I was like, you know what? Let's buy a couple packs. They were $10 each. I paid $30 for 36. I probably got the same value out of both of them. Rich Rodriguez. Is that Nolan? Nolan. And Scott Terry. Now, don't they have the Ted Williams card without a signature? Pretty sure. Frank Thomas, that's my boy. Brian McRae, Gary Sheffield, Rob Deere, Yankee sticker. Mook, Bream, Jordy Reed, Alex Fernandez. Wow, I haven't heard this guy's name in probably 30 years. Heathcliff Solcombe, Reggie Jefferson, and Chris Gwynn. Now, what do you guys do with your commons? Like, if there's anybody else that opens up these packs, like, what are you doing with your 1992 Upper Deck commons of Chris Gwynn? You know what I mean? If you have an idea, I was just using them to start campfires or house fires, whatever, in my fireplace. And I feel guilty, but what else are you going to do with them? I mean, I could probably do, like, team packs and sell, like, team, you know, team bundles on eBay. But, you know, I actually have a bunch of autograph cards from him. Cal Ripken Jr. and is that Dave Winfield? Yeah. Thome, rookie. Forgot about him this year. And Orozco. God, these packs are so rough, man. First stack done. What do we got here? Is it going to be an auto? What did it say on the back? Merp, merp. That would have been cool. That would have been amazing. Dave Fleming, Braves checklist with David Justice. That's actually really cool. Chop Shop. I hated the Braves growing up as a Met fan, but there's Randy. Apier, Greg Vaughn. Is that his rookie? No, right? No. So I haven't seen Manny yet. And Herbeck. Grimsley. Let's get messing with my focus, David. Smith. Carlton Fisk. Was he still playing? Oh, they don't have the full thing. It's 22 seasons. That's nuts. Greg A. Harris and Barfield. Stack number 2. Ricky Bones. Sammy Sosa. Pre-Juice. That's Martinez. Pedro Guerrero. Tim Wallach. Another checklist. Lenny Harris. Van Slyke. Rondell White. Now this one, I think the gold is more rare than the silver. And it looks like silver to me. Prime Time 2. Whoops. Oh, this guy, I just saw this card on eBay and I almost bought it. How funny is that? That's a dope card. And that is perfectly cut and centered. Let's take a timeout for that one and sleeve it up. Because that one could be an eligible grading card for me. You know, this card and the Bo Jackson one with the football pads, kind of my 2 favorites from that era. Oh, so we haven't seen Pedro. We haven't seen Whitaker. Really? Wow. We haven't seen Pedro. We haven't seen Manny. Donnie Baseball. We haven't seen the Tid Williams signature that I'm looking for. But wouldn't mind a couple. There's Manny. Look at that. Speak it into existence. Manny rookie. Pretty sick. We'll sleeve him up too. Why not? And we got Warren Newsom and Jeff Plimpton. I think these boxes were like $60 back in '92. I don't know why I feel like they were more expensive or double the price back then. Ah, here we go. What do you think? Nope. Kurt Miller. Steve Hosey. Rick Aguilera. Mike Lego. Jeff Innes. Wow, Jeff Innes. Gilberto Reyes. Roberto Alomar. Edgar. Kevin Gross. Like these packs. Matt Young. Bob Melvin. Juan Guzman. So, Alan Anderson. Is that John Franco? John Franco. Jay Buhner. Jose De Leon. Steve Finley, my Eric gold card that I keep referring to. Carlos Baerga. Willie McGee, Terry Mulholland, Mark Newfield, John Farrell, and Steve Bedroizen. Jeff Montgomery, Alejandro Pena, Mark Lee, Rob Tewksbury, Pat Combs, Greg Maddux, Greg Vaughn, Jack Armstrong, Juan Samuel, Kirk McCaskill, Jeremy Burnitz. Wow. Huh, I've never seen his rookie before. Another checklist. There was a Williams, and I screwed it up. Imagine if that was the one. Whatever. Tyler Green. Let me check one of these packs, see if it tells you the odds. 9-card randomly inserted. 1 of 2,500 personally autographed. Doesn't say on the pack. Say on the front. Nope. Let's check the box real quick. What does the box say? Box said, screw you. It's 1992. We're not telling you anything. You just got to trust us. You just got to trust us that we're not going to print 1 million cards of every card. I love the stories of how people say that Upper Deck, once the Griffey rookie started taking off as far as price goes, Wade Boggs, Robin Yount, nice. They started printing more of just the Griffey, and like people were like walking them out the back door and selling them to card stores. So it could be even like worse than what it's supposed to be. I love stories like that because it's so ridiculous. And I wouldn't put it past any of them. I wouldn't put it past any of those guys running Upper Deck, Tops, Don Russ, Fleer. They were all scumbags. They were all scumbags. You know, what does it take? A minute to turn on the machine to print more Griffies? You just print the money at that point. But, you know, I mean, it's no different than it is now. George Brett. You know, you got every different insert type, parallel, and every parallel has its own set of number cards from 1 to 5 to 10 to 25 to 50 to 75 to 99 to 199 to 299. You know, I know there's a post somewhere, I've seen it before on Facebook, but and this probably needs to be updated, but the total 1 of 1 cards Ohtani has, it's like stupid, right? Or was it not Ohtani? Was it like Kershaw or someone like that? There's like 6,000 1 of 1s, different 1 of 1s. I don't know, but they're a publicly traded company, aren't they? I don't even know. Is Fanatics publicly traded? Is that back-to-back Belliards? I love when they do that too. Imagine getting this as a kid. I mean, I guess if you're a Braves fan, you'd be like, all right, but you pay like $3-4 for a pack and you get doubles back to back. Wally Backman, Mark Lewis, Al Newman, Ron Robertson, Eric Davis, Jeremy Bennett, another rookie. Nice, seen it twice today. Jeff Johnson and Mike Fitzgerald. Still haven't seen Pedro. Looking at the list of rookies from this year, we still haven't seen Pedro, Mo Vaughn. Who else here? Mondesi, another rookie. We saw Thome. That's really it. Pet Listash. Wow. And as far as all the cards go, looks like that Deion Sanders is kind of one of the more sought after cards. PSA 10's a $200 card. I don't know, dude. What do you think? You think that's a PSA 10? The centering's there. The corners look... Come on. You gotta take my word for it. It's pretty damn close. Bam. Nope. Mark Newfield, Tyler Green, Andre Dawson. I kind of forgot what I was talking about. Is that funny? Whatever. Got distracted by a PSA 10 Deion Sanders card. I do have a video in the works that I'm actually going to put some money into. I hope it's a good idea. It's going to probably cost me like $100 to produce it. I mean, it's not a movie. I'm not producing anything, but I need some help with the video editing to make it the way I want. I kind of want to start doing a video series of error cards that are worth money that aren't really that popular. Like, listen, everybody knows the Frank Thomas no name. I want that card more than anything. But there are other cards I keep finding out about ever since I started this channel that I kind of never knew about. And I think it would be a good series to go through some of the lesser known error cards that are worth money. And I don't mean like, oh, there's no copyright symbol next to his name on the bottom of the card. Like, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Who's that? Ben McDonald. And that is... Who is that as a lefty? I don't know who that is. I'm an idiot. Really? Steve Avery. Wow. Come on, Matt. Come on, Matt. Yeah, so I picked 5 cards that I feel fall into that category. And I kind of want to do a video, just, showing the card, and I don't mean that they're worth money as a PSA 10. They're just worth money if you find them. If you want to grade it and get a 10, more power to you. But just finding the raw card is, in itself, really cool. And you can find them out in the wild. I mean, even in dollar bins, like some of these cards that card dealers and at the shows, they don't even know that some of these cards exist or that they're worth something. So, Chris Sabo, screw you. That's cool. Todd Zeal. So look for that video should be coming out in the next few weeks. I'm still working out the details. I have the script written. I got to do the voiceover, which is like weird to me. Like to just to read a script and then have somebody put the video to your, pre-recorded voice. But I think it would be cool. Like the pack openings are fun. I have fun. But I kind of want to. I was kind of just myself looking for packs to buy. And I'm like, well, let me buy some product where there's some error cards or cards that are kind of hard to find, like this Ted Williams signature. The chances are low, but that's why I'm paying $30. I'm not paying $300. And to be honest with you, the only box that I thought was worth it was the Bob Ross. I sold. I think I've almost sold every numbered card that that I got out of that box. I think I'm still sitting on a Sandy Koufax. I think I'm still sitting on a Scooble /99, and but I've sold everything on eBay because I even sold the Ohtani to 10. Got $800 for it. So a $350 box, because I was lucky enough to get one through Topps. I grossed, I think it was almost $1,200 in card sales. $800 for the Ohtani, $400 in the other numbered cards. And I still have a few left over. Like to me, that I'll pay $350 for that all the time. But some of these other cards, like some of these other boxes, Greg Swindell, John Kruk, one bowl. Like the one box that always gets me is Cosmic. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Why are some of those packs going for $30? Like who's in there and what am I looking for? And then there's some other ones. Like I saw some Bauman Prospects packs, like jumbos that were like $80 a pack. Who am I looking for? These aren't all those guys like non-proven rookies? Like I'll never be that guy. Like I'll never be that guy that's paying $200-$300 for a guy that has 4 at-bats in the major leagues, but he's number 3 on the franchise prospect list. Get the hell out of here with that. You know, I'll gamble. I'll buy the cards individually. You know, if I like a guy, I see him playing, I'm like, oh, you know, let me get a couple of his cards. Howard Johnson, Hojo. That's a cool card. You know, I'm gonna put that one on the side for my nephew. Yeah, like I'll go if I see a guy play and I kind of like that guy. I mean, he's actually older than I realized. That Conine, I guess that's Jeff Conine's son. I think he's 28. He got hurt this year. I like him. I mean, is it 28 past the point? It might be. But I was looking at, you know, rookie autos of his card. Very cheap. You know, I'll do that, but I'm not gonna spend $20-$30 a pack searching for a guy that may or may not work out. There's no shot in hell I'm ever doing that. No shot. Who we got here? I don't know who that is. Is that nope. Greg Vaughn, Delano DeShields, Jack McDowell. I guess I'm just showing my age. At 45, I just don't. I can't bring myself to do it. But then on the flip side, my dumb ass is in the queue to buy, you know, hobby boxes of Labubu Topps Chrome cards. Like, what am I doing? I mean, I know what I'm doing. I wanted to get it for the channel to get some views and get monetized on this platform. But what am I going to do with Labubu cards? There's a Griffey. Sweet card. I don't know about that one. Just not the sequence I was expecting of his swing or the angle. Yeah, so I had it in my cart too. That's the funny part. And then I went to check out. It said it was worth $0, and I missed out. Kevin Moss, Shawn Dunston, and Tino Martinez. So, you know, what can you do? I'm going to hopefully get some NBA boxes this week, Topps NBA boxes. I got a feeling those are going to be really popular. I don't really know why. I guess it's because the first time they're back in baseball, I guess. They took some time off or didn't have the license. Dave Steve, Michael Lego. So I'll be trying. I'll put my name in the hat. I'll throw my name in the hat for that. I'll be online. I think it's tomorrow. The 22nd or the 23rd. Today is the 21st. I'll be uploading this in a couple days. Just about 3/4 of the way done. It's been a while since we had a Teddy Williams card at all. Had a cool Nolan Ryan. I should take a gamble and send this. I think there's a thing you send like a card and a check or a money order to him and he signs it. I think this would be a cool one to get signed. Maybe I'll try that. I'll do that video. Track that progress if that actually works. Chris Haney, Kevin Brown, Cal Eldred, Mark Langston, Gary Carter. For Junk Wax Sal, we got Oral. Lee McGee, another checklist. Eddie Murray. The Dodgers. That's funny. I honestly didn't know he played for the Dodgers. Goes to show you the kind of baseball fan I was. All right, 3/4 of the way in. 3, 6, 9 packs left. Windows is not happy with me for some reason. Probably because I'm on Windows 10 and my computer's too old to upgrade. So, screw Microsoft. And buying a new desktop. Still have not seen Pedro. I wonder what the pop of that Pedro is. Because usually, cards like that, you know, if you open a whole box and don't get one of them, like, to me, that might be a little bit telling that it's not as common as a card as you think. Son of a bitch. We do have a couple cards we could send out. So I got the Dion. I got that Nolan. I'll try to get autographed. I'll look up that after I do this. The Manny, maybe. Let me see what the PSA 10s are going for in this set. Which ones are getting graded? Tom Selleck? There's a Tom Selleck card? What? Oh, that doesn't look like it's in packs, though. It's $140 PSA 10. I love Tom Selleck, by the way. That was a Magnum PI guy in the 18. So give me a Pedro. Give me a Tom Selleck to end it. And you can keep your Ted Williams. No, really, no, don't. I'll take the Ted Williams. Jim Abbott's a PSA 10's a $92 card. Turk Wendell? Why Turk Wendell? Enricato. No, Rojas. Bark Whitten. Lance Parrish. Steve Sachs. Dave Cohn. Doug Draybeck. Jesse Barfield. Pedro and Ramon Martinez. So that's not the rookie. Still a cool card, though. What other weird cards are in this set that I missed? It was SP something. SP3 is Sanders. SP4 is Selleck. Let's see if I can look up by SP. Nope, stupid. Like what's SP1, SP2? SP1? Doesn't say. Well, if there's SP3 and SP4, what's SP1 and 2? Jim Abbott. Was this one of the cards on there? Yeah, this is it. $92 card, PSA 10. Oh, did they make him hide his arm? Be cool, stay in school. That's cool. Let's sleeve it up. Sleeve it up. Getting tired. My hands hurt. Chico, Rick Honeycutt, Jeff Coate, Tim Naring, Mike Humphreys, John Smiley, Joey Cora. Is that Brett Barnaby? Whatever. Dave Winfield. Spike Owen. Is that the guy from fucking ECW? And Bubba Ray. Brady Anderson and Mark Rollers. Let me get a little sip of my drink. My throat hurts. Oh, I hit the camera. Oh no. Oh no. Randolph, Cotto, Carlos Rodriguez, Albert Bell, Jose Lind, Rafael Palmeiro, Travis Fryman, Tim Burke, Dave Parker, Carlos Martinez, Jeff Fassaro, and Russ Swan. 4 left. Come on, Tom Selleck, you son of a bitch. Bob Walk, Chris Carpenter, Jack Clark, Brian Harvey, Dean Palmer, Joe Carter, Jose Guzman, Gene Larkin, Dave Steeb, Dave something, Bob Wickman, and Chico Walker. Bill Swift, Tim Cruz, Checklist, Walt Terrell, Pat Kelly, Paul O'Neill on the Reds, Kevin McReynolds, Bobby Abonia, Pat Tabler, Lance Johnson, Doc, Dimitri Young. That's a good rookie. He gets no love. Dave McCarthy and Bob Walk. 2 left. Warren Newson, Scott Terry, Jeff Reardon, Cat Reedus, Isaac Ian, Jerome Walton, Brett Barbery. What did I say, Barnaby? Evan Calderon. Isn't Barnaby the bad guy in March of the Wooden Soldiers? Show my age with that one. I was just thinking about Barry Bonds. We haven't seen him yet. I read a story about him and Todd Van Poppel in the NLCS playoff game, and Van Poppel told him to move in shallower, and Bonds gave him the finger, and the next hit was shallow in front of Bonds, and they lost the game. That's why I don't like Bonds, man. I don't give a shit how good you are. Chris Gwynn, Todd Benzinger, Bruce Hurst, Monty Farris, David Cohn, Steve Sachs, Greg Olson, Kevin Reamer, Lindo Perez, Greg Jeffries, Raul Mondesi, Bill Swift, Dan Wilson. So no Pedro. So I'm going to start over because I was going cross-eyed. So we got a sweet Nolan that I'm going to try and send out. I'm going to Google how to do that. You got the Dion, which apparently is a short print. And then these cards were just thrown up there for no reason. SP3. Then we got the Abbott card, which apparently is a almost $100 card in a PSA 10. We got Manny that I wanted, grade. Randy, Thome rookie, Canseco, Thomas, Nolan, Lofton, and Bo Jackson. I'm going to pause the video quick to see if I can figure out what the SP1 and 2 is, just for common knowledge for everybody. So, there is no SP1 or SP2. It's just SP3, SP4. I guess maybe there's a 1 and 2 in the other boxes. No, this isn't a series 1 or 2 thing, or high or low series. That's weird. Justice that we had, the drawing one was $90. The Abbott's $90. The Turk Wendell thing, I don't understand why it's $95. And then there's some gold hologram cards that have some value, but I don't really know what they are. So reading online, the gold holograms apparently were 1 gold per factory set case. So 5% of the print run. So 1 gold per factory set case. So these aren't even factory sets. So you're not going to get the golds at all. Yep, next comment. They only came in complete sets only, and the odds of a complete set, including this, will be 1 in every 15 factory sealed complete sets. Of course, that information applies to the 93 set as well. Wow, crazy. Let's start checking your 92 and 93 Upper Deck baseball cards for gold hollows. Might be sitting on a little gold mine. All right, if you made it this far, like, subscribe. Be on the lookout for the 93 score, 91 Upper Deck opening. I'll be doing those this week and probably finishing the videos up on the weekend. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Later.